Hello, everybody. Happy Black Friday. Happy Selling Friday. Wherever you are in the world, I want to welcome you to our live stream today. I am going to wait, as per usual, for Instagram to just invite just a few people just to come on live, and then we can begin the conversation. I hope everybody is well where they are. I hope everybody is safe. We are literally just, a few days away from the Christmas festive season. So I would like to just strongly encourage everybody to keep safe wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever the plans are. Please be vigilant and please do keep safe. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I'd like to welcome everybody onto this live. As you are joining us, thank you for taking the time to have this conversation with me. I am obviously excited and honored that I get to, sit on the side of the live and actually ask the questions that you and I both want to know. All right. For those of you guys that don't know who I am, my name is Gina Madonsela and I am a business builder. I'm a business coach. I teach, I speak, and I train small businesses with practical tips and tools on how to grow their business. One such way that I do this is through my events that I host every single year. It's an annual event, it's a networking session, it's an exhibition, and most recently I hosted a summit. And the exciting news is that the full video of the summit is now live on my YouTube channel. So you can go ahead when this live is over and just click the link in the bio, tap the first button and watch, the whole summit. I know a lot of you guys wanted to physically be there, but we obviously had to make sure that we do keep the numbers down. But everybody that was there, that was supporting us, that bought a ticket, that wanted to be part of the expo, thank you so much for that. We don't take anything for granted. So the full SBR video from last week Digital Summit is up. Go ahead and watch it. It's on my YouTube channel. While you're there, do your girl a favor and subscribe. Okay, so today's a very amazing day. Your customers have money. What are you selling? What are you buying, guys? This is a question that I just want to put out to all of you small business owners, all of you entrepreneurs. It really is a silly season. I want you to take full advantage of that and make sure that you are in front of your customers' faces. You need to be advertising your business. You need to be promoting your specials. You need to have built, the momentum even before today, so you can be able to make sales today. Okay, so today I'm joined in conversation with the formidable Theo Baloyi, who is the owner and founder of Bathu, which is a sneaker brand in South Africa. We want to ask him how he did it. We want to know, what has that journey been like? I know that his slogan is walk the journey. So it will be very, very interesting to see how he actually relates his journey of Bathu to us today. If you are in this live and this is your first time joining us, welcome, and don't let it be your last time. There's also an arrow button at the bottom of your screen. Go ahead and share this live to as many people as possible so that the conversation can really reach everybody that it needs to reach. It is, a conversation about entrepreneurship. That is the language that we speak fluently. Entrepreneurship, business building, that is what we are all about. Thank you so much to everybody that's showing me love. Mori Pizza House, I see you. Rendani, I hope you are good, my guy. Tumisa, hi, sending a fire emoji. We're obviously going to just wait for a few minutes for our guest to come on board, and then I will add him onto the live. But if you are here, let me know where you're joining from. If you are joining for the first time, also let me know that this is your first time. Pipe up. Let us welcome you into the kingdom of the small business owners and entrepreneurs. Hi, Freshers YBC. How you doing? And hi to everybody else that's joining us here as well. Thank you so much for joining and taking your time to actually spend with me. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so Now that the housekeeping is out of the way, we are going to just give it a few minutes. We're waiting for Theo Baloyi to join us in a few, and once he has joined us live, I will go straight and add him. Hey, so Freshers YBC is joining for the first time from Durban. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't let this be your last time. Also somebody that's joining first time from Cape Town, Woodstock. Welcome, welcome to the Small Business Runway platform. There's also Township Hustler joining from Guatemala Springs for the first time. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't let this be your guys' last time. Also Star Shubu's also joining us. Hey, from Durban. Is this Star from from what's the Zoluhle Financial Wellness? I think it should be her. But welcome, guys. Welcome. Thank you for taking this time. I want to have a conversation with Theo Baloyi today. He was scheduled to be one of the speakers at the Small Business Runway Digital Summit last week. But it was unfortunate that he was not able to make it. But we're obviously trying to, still include his voice into, the impact of small businesses' lives in South Africa. Hi, Fetsy. Oh, hey, also first time joining me on Instagram. Yay, we've been hanging out on the Facebook streets for a minute. So I'm so glad that you are finally joining me on Instagram. It is happening here. This is where it goes down. This is where we do our lives. So thank you so much for joining. Alrighty, guys. So any question while we wait for Theo, if you guys have a question that you would like me to actually ask Theo Baloyi, drop it in the comments now so I can just take note of it and make sure that I actually ask him the question. I want this to be an interactive session, so feel free to show me love. Feel free to share this live as well using the arrow button at the bottom of your screen. Lindo, hi. How are you doing? There's so many people that are showing me love, guys. Thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate it. We're literally just waiting for the guest to come on and then we will add him. But it's Black Friday, which means it is, the biggest sales day of the year for business owners. Guys, I hope you have taken full advantage of that. As you can see, I am proudly representing my brand, Business Bay, which is a motivational clothing brand. I want to remind all you hustlers, side hustlers, entrepreneurs, small business owners that it is possible. You can build a business. You can run a successful business. You can, do your hustle the way that you want to. You can be successful. You can do the things that people say that you can't. Don't let nobody deter you. Don't let nobody put you down. Don't let nobody even, tell you, what success should look like. This is your journey. This is your business, and you put in whatever it takes to make your business work. All right, so I'm just gonna read a few of your guys' more comments. Okay, so somebody's posted a question, which is amazing. Township Hustler, I see you. I will definitely ask him what's his biggest lesson learned so far. I will definitely do that. Okay. How could I grow my movement, which municipality doors we should knock? Freshers, you need to promote your business. You are the only person that can promote your business. You need to be able to promote your business as far and wide as possible. Get people to, firstly, open your social media pages, get your family and friends to like it and follow, and then start promoting your business. Sell the benefits. Tell people what the value your business is bringing is. That is what you need to be doing just to promote your business. So obviously, if you're the type of business that wants to do, business with the municipality, you should actually go. In fact, Freshers, I'm actually not sure of the context of your question, but just from what I can read, if you want to do business with municipality, you need to go to the municipality and ask for that business. That is what you need to be doing. So we are, so just make sure that you're constantly just promoting your page. Guys, I'm still waiting for our guest. And so as soon as he's on, I'll definitely add him. Okay. Okay, so for those of you guys that don't know what Small Business Runway does, I'm Gina Madonsela, and I'm a business coach. And I run small business events that are aimed at facilitating opportunities between small business owners and the institutions that support small businesses. So that's what we do. We connect people with, trade consumers. We connect small businesses with support institutions. It's basically a networking, the events are there for us to facilitate opportunities. That is what we do as Small Business Runway. More than that, we obviously then, have this online platform where we share practical tips and tools for small business owners. Alrighty, yay! On this live, and as I welcome him, guys, for those of you who don't know, Theo is the owner and founder of Bathu Footwear, and yay! Just a little bit of history. Hi, how are you? I'm well. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Sorry, can I just wipe my lens, ne?
No problem at all.
Okay.
So while Theo does that, so just a little bit of background. Theo is a qualified CA, which is a chartered accountant. He worked for PwC, and then he decided he's going to travel to the Middle East. And when he came back, he spent 18 months building the Bathu brand that we all see today. Okay, Theo, are you ready for us?
Yeah, all good.
Amazing. So I know it's a very busy day for you. It's Black Friday. And so we are not going to take much of your time, but we obviously just wanted to invite you and welcome you to the platform. Thank you so much for agreeing to actually do this live. Yeah.
Thank you for the invite.
Yeah, amazing. So Theo, first and foremost, like we all know, or maybe most of us know the story that you started Bathu in one room in Alex, a few years ago. Now, I just wanted to ask you, what is that thing that people don't know about your story and your journey that you would just like to share with us?
Interesting. Wow, I think I've got so many things. I think about my story is that actually when I was doing my undergrad, and I think it's one thing that I've never actually shared the story. So when I was doing my undergrad, having lived in Alex, and I'm sure a lot of people know and understand the demographics of the infrastructure in Alex. So you would find like one big yard, with about 10 houses in that yard, right? So in that year there was a young boy called Spiwe, whom I think, at the time I took under my wing, because he came from, I think, a disadvantaged family, and I was just doing an undergrad selling perfumes door to door. So what I've done with Spiwe was that actually I took him under my wing in a sense that I used to give him pocket money. I used to share my clothes with him. Like just from one brother to the next. But the ironic part is that, when I used to sell perfumes, I used to buy a lot of sneakers, and I would just literally give off my shoes like to him. And the interesting part is that when I started Bathu, Spiwe was already working at Pick and Pay, and Spiwe to date, he was our first client at Bathu. So he came and said, for what you've done for me, I want to support your business. And I want to buy the first pair. He was actually a first customer to buy Bathu. But the story does not end there, So when the business grew, I took him into the business as well. And to date, he's our warehouse supervisor, he's on his second car, he's built a house for his parents and so forth, And I think my point is that I think that's where the seed came from, to say the seed to sell shoes. When I was giving off my shoes at the time, I didn't even know that I'm going to one day, run a sneaker business. I had no interest whatsoever into running a sneaker business. I wanted to be an accountant. So my point is the fact that, I think even though I didn't know, there was a lot of seed seed that went into sneakers, by giving of sneakers, knowing, one day, I didn't even know that one day I was going to run a sneaker business. And I think that's a story that a lot of people don't understand about Bathu, the seed behind it. To say it came from, Theo trying to give, right, more than anything. And I think that's where the seed was rooted, in sneakers and just trying to help others. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Theo, you are probably the most wanted, businessman in South Africa, one of the most, with all these awards, with all these people, like, from your humble beginnings, like, what has changed about you? And I'm not, and change does not mean negative, obviously, but I'm just saying, like, what has changed about you? Like, what have you seen, like, how people around you were when you were who you are in Alex, with no money, probably, a lot of people didn't know you, to now being this, brand, or this businessman that's built such a big brand in South Africa. What has changed? What have you seen?
I think, and I think it comes by default with any other person who's in business, who's on a trajectory of being great, on a journey of being great and following their dreams, right? So what has changed is my priorities are different, now, completely different. My thought process is different, my time, I spend it differently, all of a sudden, time is it's a precious commodity to me, whereas before, I didn't even care how I spend my time. But now, first thing that I do when I wake up in the morning, I look at how I'm going to spend my time and, my priorities and what project I'm working on. I don't just do things. And I think, talking about that might impact people that grew up with you or people in your circle, because they don't understand how you can't do certain things anymore. You don't have time for certain things anymore. And because your thought process is different, your priorities are different. It's one thing when I was working at PwC and, I was doing asset management, but now, I'm running a business that employs about 163 people. So even every thought that I make, every decision that I make has an impact on people. So that has changed, even the way I look at, our economy and our people as well, So I think differently. I do things differently. My time is the most valuable, asset, and I try to maximize it and optimize it and use it for the right things. So that has changed, So and then certain people in my circle don't understand it. They don't really get it.
Yeah. Okay, and then so you shared a little bit about your time. You obviously wake up in the morning and think about what you're gonna do, but just share with us, like, your daily routine. What are those things that are, like, imperative in your daily routine?
Yeah, I think, I'll be very honest. I'm still lacking. I've got a routine, but I'm not consistent with it. And it's something that I'm still working on in terms of having a specific routine that I consistently execute. I'm not executing it the way I want to. I'm not consistent at it because sometimes I don't do it. Sometimes I do it. But a perfect week for me or a perfect day for me would look like, I'm part of the 5 a.m. club. It's been so hectic, so I start my day with a run. 5 a.m. I haven't done it in a long while, I must be honest. Yeah, I'm slacking in that avenue. But normally I would just do a run, do a 10K in the morning, or if not, then start with gym, and then do some reading as well in the morning, do meditating, and then I actually plan my day a night before. So I've got my confirmed to-do list for the next day before I go to bed. So that in the morning when I wake up, including the run. So in the morning, I start with the run and I just follow suit with my to-do list. And then when I get to the office, I get to a cup of coffee, always do. And then I get to work and I get to do my work, So another thing is this: a lot of people see exciting things that happen at Bathu, and they think I do them. I don't do those things. Our team does those things. So what I do in the business, my job, what I'm employed to do in this business, I do strategy growth. That's my aim. That's my job in this business. When I get here, my priority, my time, my projects, my meetings are around two things: strategy and growth. So operations, finance, our retail, marketing, it's got nothing to do with Theo. I know you guys see all of these things and go like, wow, Theo, this is great. The collaborations, I've got nothing to do with those guys. It's got nothing to do with me.
Wow.
What I do in the business, I do strategy and growth. So if you look at the growth in value chain, the growth in our business model, the growth in our infrastructure and the reach in audience and how we position our brand, that has a lot to do with me, service providers and so forth. That's what I do in the business, So yes, I might authorize finances. Yes, I might authorize, marketing project. Yes, I might authorize retail stores and so forth. But that's not my work.
Yeah.
I'm just an approver for those projects. But I don't build stores. I don't get here and go build stores. I don't build, campaigns and collaborations. I don't do that in this business. I get here, I do strategy and growth. Yes, I might be the person who authorizes them. They come to the CEO's office for authorization and approval. And that's what I do. But the exciting things that are happening from operations, the shoes that you're buying, the trucks that we've got, there are people who do that. I don't do that in this business. And that's why sometimes it's always sort of difficult for me, to give advice or to give green light or to talk to people about, oh, we want to do a collab, because it's not my avenue, oh, I wanna offer you this provider with delivery in Korea. It's difficult for me to say yes or no, or to talk to you about it because it's not my way. And I respect the people that are employed in business. Yeah, I respect people that are employed in the business, so I don't want to overstep them and say, hey, there's this person who wants to do this, plug them in and let's do it. There's people who make those calls in this business. So that's why sometimes, and I say it again, people don't understand it. I can't go and say I want to employ this person. There's human capital that is well qualified from recruitment to retain, to talent development to skill development. So it's hard for me to say, yeah, I can employ you, or yeah, we can do this skills development. It's not my avenue in business. I do structure and growth, and I think that's one thing that people don't understand because everyone just sees Theo and Bathu, but Theo is not Theo. That's Bathu. So when you want to talk strategy, when you want to talk infrastructure, when you want to talk business development, I'm your guy. But collabs, and it's difficult. Like I can plug you with the right people.
That's not really.
I'm not the best person to talk to about that.
Yeah. Okay, got you. Now, Theo, I mean, I can imagine it can't have been an easy journey. Like you didn't just wake up and then all of a sudden you are opening 16 stores. By the way, are you opening another store tomorrow?
No, not tomorrow.
No, okay. What means
but just be on the lookout. Yeah.
On the lookout. Ooh, okay, guys, you heard that. Watch the space. But Theo, I mean, it couldn't have been easy, right? What do you like attribute your biggest, like what's the thing that has gotten you this far? What's that attribute that's like, you know what, if it weren't for this, I wouldn't be where I am today? Whether it's like a trait, a personality trait, or work trait.
I think, honestly speaking, it's more of a personal trait that I've got. I remember I left my job in PwC Middle East 4 times what I was earning in South Africa. Tax-free salary, fancy job in Dubai, fancy offices, cufflinks ties. Doing what I studied. I was in the Middle East in Dubai. I could have lived the Instagram life. But I left it, not because I had office politics. I was actually up for promotion when I left. The only black guy in the office, working with guys from the UK, from Tanzania, from Turkey, from many parts of the world, from many other parts of the world, Pakistan, the US and so forth. So even from diversity, I had so much to leverage from, right? But I left it. I quit because I wanted to follow my dreams, and my intention was so clear. I was very authentic to my core. So, and I think that's one thing that really, I think I wouldn't say sets me apart, but makes a lot of things that I do, a success, because I'm very authentic in my intentions and my doing. I don't do things for the hype. I don't do things for social currency. I don't do things to be socially current and for people to like and tweet and do so forth. So when I left with the sole aim to go back home, to start a business that can really reignite hope and create sustainable jobs. And to show that that was my intention, even when I started, the way we recruited from the beginning, I did not, really go big on it and do it formally. It was a matter of, I'm starting, I've got shoes that I'm packing, I'm putting them in my car, I'm delivering, I'm doing social media, I'm doing operational, I'm doing the banking side of things, the finances. But now as the business grows, I did not recruit formally because it was in my core to really try to make a difference. So I would call in a SPU and say, SPU, look, today we've got 20 orders. I can't pack them alone. Come help me pack the boxes. The following day we've got 40 orders. Hey, Tepo, come through, help me pack the boxes. I don't know how much I'll pay you, but let's aspire, and then after that, then we come on, to show that it was mainly about reigniting hope and creating sustainable jobs and trying to make a difference in my community. To date, in our business, we don't have funding. We don't have any liability. We don't have loans. We don't have any sort of financial liability, public or private equity. We've built with our own resources. We own 100% of the business. And mainly because from the beginning, going back to intention, I really wanted to build this value chain, and I believe that I can do it, hands-on and own end-to-end value chain, the end-to-end value chain. So I didn't even go to agencies and government and banks to ask for anything.
Yeah. That's amazing. So it's like straight hustle. Straight hustle.
So I know I'm talking in circles now, but to answer your question, I think it's being authentic to myself. I don't replicate anyone. I don't copy anyone. I don't try to compete with anyone. I don't try to speak ill of anyone. I'm not negative. I'm trying to really be authentic to my core and be of service to my community. And I think that's one thing that really, has made a success of our business.
Yeah. So now when you look at your just the figures in your bank account, and you look at your success, and you look at, now you walk around the mall and people know who you are, has it sunk in yet? Like, this is what you're doing, this is the impact you're having in South Africa.
To be honest with you, I still get surprised, because I'm like just a guy running a business, and and I'm not about social currency, and I think that's something that I try to shy away from. I appreciate it, but I'm not about. I don't look at myself like that, because I think I see myself in people, and I just happen to be a guy that probably God trusted me with an assignment, and I'm just executing the assignment, And I always say this, in my prayers all the time, talking about that. In my prayers, I say, God, please give me the authority to receive the compliments, on your behalf, because what people see, they see the good work that you're doing in me. So I cannot come and take the credit and say, thank you. It's through God's grace. So if God can kindly, give me the approval to receive it on his behalf, because it's the work that he's doing in my life. So that's why it never gets to my head, and that's why my head is never big, because if I don't spend time in the trophy room, I don't spend time in the trophy room. Does not matter. I can win an award today. I can open a store today. And the reason for that is because what I do in my business, I celebrate things before everyone. So before I even tell my team that this is what you're going to do, or this is what you've done, I celebrate it between me and God, because remember, it's God's assignment with my life. So I celebrate with God. I get to be grateful with God and everything else before I let it out. So by the time next person says congratulations, it does not go to my head. I don't spend time in trophy room, and that's why my head is never big. And I think that's how I look at it. Social currency and so forth. I don't spend time there. I can trend, I don't spend time there. I post and I post, and whatever, if people interact with the post, they should interact with the post. It's got nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? And I think that's how I live my life. So, and that gives me room to, interact with everyone in the same manner, to really connect with people.
So is it lonely at the top?
It gets lonely, but for me it's a good lonely, because it gives me time to introspect. Because sometimes too much in the house, you don't get time to introspect. So when you keep on climbing, it gets lonely, but it's good for me, because for me personally, I love my own space. So it's a good lonely, in a sense that I can get to introspect and to look at my vision, my goals, and what I want to do, and so forth. And I enjoy that space. I really enjoy that space, but it does get lonely.
It does, ne? Yeah. And then biggest lessons. Just give us like your two biggest lessons. Just personally, like, the lessons for yourself, Theo, and then your lessons like in business. So, whether it's building your team or whatever else, what are the two biggest lessons that you can share with us?
I think, number one, let me start with business, right? So I wanna really advise entrepreneurs this, and I really know it's hard. People are gonna go like, nah, Theo. But I'm talking from experience. If there's one thing that you need to do right in your business, and trust me, I know it doesn't make sense now, but trust me, there's one thing that you don't need to compromise in your business. And I'm saying this because I know entrepreneurs have a tendency of obviously, starting a business, you don't want to spend money, you don't want to spend money on things that you don't think you need now and so forth, right? But there's one thing that you don't have to compromise is your human capital, your HR. Make sure you don't cheat your HR.
People.
This thing of,
Yeah.
oh, I wanna get a contract signed. I'll just do it at attorneys and make people sign, and that's about it. There's no HR process in your business. There's no informed internal policies. I'm telling you this. It's fine for the first 2 years when you're building a business. It's gonna be heavy. You don't want to see the impact of it. But the time you hit a growth curve, you're gonna have people issues, serious people issues, and if you don't really build your human capital, you're gonna have serious people issues that are gonna probably even be an impact to your growth. Because of leading people, it's a huge exercise, and not everyone is born with that. Sometimes you need to learn it, and you need to be intentional about it. So, and I'm saying this again because I know when people start a business, all you need is just to get a contract, employee sign, and that's about it. No proper recruitment processes, no retaining talent, no skills development, not even proper internal controls of your business. Right?
Yeah.
You're gonna have a problem when you go through a scale curve if you don't foundationally build your human capital, your human resource department. And I know again, there's a lot of people who go like, nah.
Like, you're talking big when you're talking HR and policies, Theo. Let's be honest. If you're talking HR and policies, I'm a small business. I just employ 4 of my guys or 5 of my guys.
I know. And I'm saying this from experience. I get it. I'm not saying it because I'm trying to make your life difficult. It's an advice.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, you're gonna go like, you're gonna think people are taking you. But no, people are like that. Leading people is an exercise. So you need to have processes that are going to help you as a CEO, as a director, to be an efficient director. Because you can't be, when you're going through a growth curve, you can't be dealing with, absence of processes and internal controls and people. So when you start implementing it from the ground, when you get to growth curve, then you stabilize. Then you can focus on growing the business. And I'm saying if I had to do that myself, I would have done it. But then I learned. But now I got it right. But it was a huge exercise for me to get it right? Number one. And in closing, I know you're probably going to, what color, this guy, no, he's small, he's fine. But
what is it?
2 years, 3 years from now, you will think, you will remember this and go like, Theo did say. Number 2. You are a human being. You have a personal space. Make sure that your personal space supports, your vision, the businessman in you. So I don't spend time on things that I don't enjoy doing. I don't do things that I don't enjoy doing, even when I'm not working. I make sure that I spend time with the right people that inspire me, that support my vision. I make sure that I do exercises and projects of work, that supports my business and also, supports me as a person. So I don't go to even events that I want to go to. That's who I am. I don't do things that I want to do. Right? And no offense to those things, but if I don't want to do something, I don't want to do it. That's how I run my life. So I can do things that support me. I get invited all the time to different types of events, but I don't want to go into spaces that I want to be in, with people that I want to be in, and doing things that I want to do. So be intentional about that. And it's not because of Bathu. No. Like I said, you need to, time for me is very important. So make sure that you help Lomile Control, with family, with your girlfriend, with your husband, with your wife, with your boyfriend, with friends, and doing things. Just do things that support your vision, because it's easy to balance it, because you're in social spaces that makes it easy for you to go back to the office the next day and continue life. But now, if you're gonna get to the office and go like, it's bad, like it's hard to transition and move to the next meeting. You know what I mean? So even in social spaces, you need to be in spaces that allows you to go back to the office and continue with the vision. It's much more easier than for you to deal with the because I always say this to my team, my warehouse team, to say, be sure about where you chill. Because sometimes they bring more problems to your life. They flog more and more and more and more and more. Then now you need to go back to the weekend fix. So you're moving backwards. Because now you go chill in social
yeah,
spaces, the following day you've got problems to fix. No, chill in social spaces, the
yeah.
following day you've got strategies to implement. You hear me?
Woo! Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
people socialize, but they socialize to make problems.
yeah,
I'm chilling in spaces that bring me two problems tomorrow. Then for the next 4 days, 5 days,
yeah.
I'm solving problems that I could have easily avoided.
I'm dealing with, yeah, the past. Yeah, yeah.
Between the floor.
Theo, I'm gonna press, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to personalize this conversation real quickly, ne?
Sure.
Ke batla ho skima ntwana. Ko skima jwang?
It depends on skimela.
Ko skimela business, strategy, growth. I've got a business and businesses that I'm running. I need
Yeah.
that strategy growth. Kinali business bay mo. I get what I want.
Mm-hmm.
Business bay. I need to
Yes.
grow this brand.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
you
but
know,
what?
obviously, whose schema is to like put me on, Tana.
Okay, cool. So I think I can. We've got our website www.bathu.co.za, right? For you specifically, because you already have our EA's number. You know, I've got a very supportive EA, Lulu, who manages everything else. So you can also hit us up at info.bat@bathu.co.za, 010-880-4319. That's our office. And then even maybe you've got a business proposal or support, you know, you can reach out to us and then ask to speak to Lulu, and then we can set up a meeting and obviously try to see how we can, you know, support you. But I think more on an inclusive basis and a larger scale. You know, we're working on something in the business that we're going to sort of, I don't want to say much, sort of do with the business with other, you know, entrepreneurs. Where we want to
Entrepreneurs,
an
okay.
inclusive society where people can engage not only with Theo, but also Theo gets to engage with other people and hear them out and also learn, because I also learn every day from people. You know what I mean? So yeah, we will build an inclusive platform going forward next year.
Okay, amazing. Okay, Theo, thank you so much for your time. This conversation has been enriching. I wish you nothing but Godspeed and all of the best. More grease to your elbow, like Bangane, and we will keep on supporting your brand. And you know what? It's only the beginning. I think even for us that are looking up to you, when we do meet there at the top, it will be because of your little gems that you just dropped today. So thank you so much for all of that.
Thank you.
And thank you for your time.
I appreciate it. Thank you for the invite. And thanks to everyone who has logged into this live. Really appreciate it. We appreciate the time as well.
Yeah. Salute.
Thank you.
Thanks, Theo.
Cheers. Bye.
Cheers, eh? Bye. Well, ladies and gents, there you have it. Theo Baloyi, owner and founder of Bathu. His time is very precious, and we do appreciate him being able to spend it with us here today. As you know, you can like, share, and follow the Small Business Runway page for continued support and for continued enriching conversations with entrepreneurs and pioneers that are doing best in their space. It's Black Friday. Mtana omnyama. Where are you? Are you selling? Are you promoting your business? What are you doing? Remember, Theo just said, continue to surround yourself and be intentional about your business. Alrighty, from me to you guys, it's been amazing. Thank you so much. For those of you guys that want to catch the Small Business Runway Digital Summit, full video is up. Just click the link in my bio and join us there. Alrighty, everybody, it's been amazing. Cheers for now.